Hey guys, it's Andrew and Danny from OnePlus Armor, and today we're going to be playing a game of the Batman Miniatures game. So we're going to do this one a little different than normal. Instead of showing a full-length game, we're going to do turn-by-turn recaps, and yeah, that's about it. So I guess we'll go over the gangs first. So myself, I brought my law crew led by Commissioner Loeb. Then we got Lieutenant Brandon, Delta, Echo, the detective, Fat Cop, aka Carl, Agent O'Connell, Bravo, and then Policeman, aka TD Cop. And Danny, what did you bring today?
Okay, so today I brought my Green Arrow. So I have Green Arrow, the TV version for my leader.
Sweet.
I have Speedy, Sidekick.
Gross.
And I have a bunch. I know you hate Speedy with his baseball cap, but I love him. I have a bunch of cops. So I have Fat Cop white, Fat Cop black. I have TD Cops. Yep. She has alt, so she shows her tits and then people stop.
That's a good way to do it.
I have Agent Ron with a lantern.
Sweet.
And I have O'Connell with his stash, so he got halt as well, because you just have to stop when you see that nice stash there.
So I'm just going to do a quick overshot of the table so you guys can see what we're playing on. So that's about it. Little street scene as usual. Some boxes and stuff in the way for pings. A couple buildings and a couple open areas for some shooting action. So we're just going to set up the game now. So first of all, we're going to have to pick our scenario. So Danny, if you want to give it a roll. A 4. So that's skirmish. It's my favorite one because it's just straightforward.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so 20 centimeter deployment zones on each side. The game is 6 rounds long. And there's bonuses. So Bring Me the Head is a 3-point bonus if the opponent's boss is KO'd at the end of the game. And Teach Him a Lesson. 2 victory points to any player. When the game ends, the number of casualties from the opponent's crew is equal to or more than 50% of its total rep. So that's what we'll be playing. So I guess we'll start setting up. So first we gotta roll for our urban furniture, which is the sewers and lampposts. So if you want to go for sewers.
For sewers, I got 3.
Alright. And Loeb gives me an extra one. So I got 3 as well.
So we'll have to use some base.
Yeah. If you want to grab those out. And for lamps, I get an extra one as well. So I got 3. And you got 3. So it's going to be a really bright table.
So we'll get that out.
Yeah. And we can put those basically anywhere.
Forgot my lamp at home, so we'll have to use her
No worries.
base as well.
That's okay. Alright, so I'll start deploying my sewers. I guess I'll throw one right here in the middle of the street.
Okay, so one right here.
Alright, that corner. Guess I'll put one on top of this building.
One in that corner here.
That's good. I got one more. Where is it? Right here. I'll put it on this building.
I'll put one in that corner here.
Our back corner. Alright, and then we got lamps. Put one right here. On top of the big building.
I wonder why you put everything on the top, eh?
Yeah, we got a lot of back claws and shooters, so I want to be able to see you.
Okay, so I'll put one right in the middle.
Looks good. I'll lay down this building.
One right here.
Alright. And the last one, let's see. So we got one there, on those buildings. I guess we'll just light up all the buildings. Then we go to objectives. No, sorry, crews. So we split up our crews into 2 equal groups. So let's see how am I going to do this. Or it doesn't have to be equal, I guess. But so my 2 groups will be Loeb, Echo, Delta is his name, and Bravo, and then Brandon, O'Connell, TD Cop, Carl, and the Detective.
And my crew will be the 2 Fat Cup. They're like brothers. They're always together.
Alright.
And then I have Agent Run with them. And then my other group will be Speedy with Green Arrow, the TD Cops, and
Stash.
Yeah.
This Stash, that's his name now. Alright, so we deploy. I guess we'll just roll off to see who deploys the first one. So I got a 3.
I got a 1.
You got a 1, so I'll deploy first. I guess I'll pick the boss crew. They don't have to deploy together, it's just the first dropping. So I got a 20 centimeter in deployment. Just do the old mouth, pull out the tape measure. There you go. So I can deploy up to this far. So I'm gonna put Bravo right here next to the sewer. 20 centimeters, that's pretty far. Then I'll put Echo, Loeb, or sorry, Delta, Loeb, and Echo also right here.
Okay.
And then Dany gets to drop his.
Yep, I'm just looking at the lamp, so it's 10 centimeters. Okay. Okay.
Strategic Green Arrow deployment is always, I think he's going for.
Now I'll start with my best bro.
Alright, so they're all set up behind the building, ready to go.
Right there.
Alright, so then I'll drop my dudes. So Connell and he'll go up front because he's foolish. Brendan gets an extra 10 centimeters because he has the
Undercover, but that's after I'm deployed, just like me. I have undercover
okay.
also.
So I guess he'll wait. Ron will go back here with the rest of the cops. Nice and perfect for your AoE shot.
And your detective is hidden.
He's hidden, so if you can see him, he'll.
Speedy will wait too.
Speedy will wait. What about the cops?
Speedy cops will go right here.
Good.
And the big man, where do I want to put him?
Somewhere where he can get shot.
Let's just gonna start here.
Alright. So then Brendan will go. He's got 10 centimeters out. We're up to. Should I just chill up there? Seems like a bad idea. Oh, but I can't get down from up there. He'll chill up here, I guess. And my hidden guy will deploy hidden over here.
Okay, and my Speedy.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Alright, then we go for objectives. So I'm gonna grab the safes. And I guess the riddles and the Titan.
Okay, and I'm going dude.
Yep.
Ammo crate.
Yeah.
And I'll pick the Titan.
Okay. So we grab that. I'll just drop mine. So I'll go with the riddles first. A nice one-trick pony here, which is a 10 centimeters apart. And he's 10 centimeters away. Should probably actually measure instead of just pushing it. So I'm a little too close. There we go. So what are you gonna drop? Loot.
Yeah, what's the rules again for loot? You remember?
It can be deployed
Outside your deployment zone, huh?
but not. It's like 20 centimeters away. Oh, I got the rules right here. Why don't I just look it up? Loose. Can be placed up to 20 centimeters away from the enemy, either deployment zone or neutral ground.
Yeah, so that's gonna be neutral ground there.
Okay. Then I'll place my safes, and they'll go neutral as well. So one will be right here, and one will be right here.
Okay.
Then the Titan, I guess yours too. So your ammo, it's gotta go in my deployment zone. Next to the sewer, right?
Right there.
Alright, mine will go right here, near deployment zone.
And the Titan.
Yeah.
Right here.
Alright, so it's a Titan. Looks like we're all set. So this is a 6-round game. Yes. So we'll put 3 markers in the bag. Guess I'll throw these black dice in.
Black?
Yeah.
So I'll be white.
Alright. Try and do this one-handed. Trying to give the bag a little shake and pull one out. Oh crap. So I'm going first. Alright, so we'll play out our first turn, then come back for a first turn recap. Alright, so we're back for the end of first turn. So basically all I did was move my guys up. So Delta moved up. These guys claimed the safes. Everyone else started taking ping covers. The detective came over and solved the first riddle. He got a 6, so that's 3 victory points right off the shot there. Bravo, he went in the sewer here, so maybe he can do the old sneak attack on one of these guys. Other than that, everybody's just sort of moved up, getting ready for the second turn scrum. Dany, what'd you do?
Okay, so I sent my O'Connell in the sewers.
Yep.
I moved Speedy at the corner there. Ron shot the lamp for Green Lantern there.
Yes.
Inspires those big brothers. So one run faster than the other.
Yeah.
One to the loot. And I have TD Cup at the corner right there, waiting for actions, to show her tits and help some people.
Alright.
So that's about it.
Alright, so we'll do the draw. Who's going up next? Dany?
Oh.
To the big.
You again.
Me again. Oh jeez. Okay. Okay, I gotta plan this out now. Alright, so we'll be back. Recap turn 2. Alright, so we're back at the end of round 2. A little bit more action happened this time. So starting over here, the detective came up and solved the second riddle. Rolled a 3 again, so that's pretty solid. Over here, police officer came up and was gonna take the objective from O'Connell, but just the way the turns played out, I had to move O'Connell, so I just put him back here to save him from shots from Green Arrow, who is now over here. So they're all here. Dany moved up his Carl to try and, I assume, light these guys up for Green Arrow shooting. So he pulled my Echo off of this objective because Echo has crit push. I got the crit push, so I pushed him away off my objective so he wasn't contesting it. What else happened for me? Oh, this bullshit. Alright, so Speedy moved up, and these two were just in 30 centimeters, so he was able to see me, and he fired his explosive arrow, so he hit this guy who was standing here at the time. Hit them both, did 2 bloods and 2 stuns to each of them. So that wasn't fun. So they're hurting a bit. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, over here, Carl just moved up to camp this sewer in case his guy in the sewer wants to come out and try to get this objective. Other than that, What about you, Danny? You just sort of moved up and did those shots, eh?
Yeah, I moved up, did those shots, took the loot there, trying to contest over there, but you managed to push my Fat Carl, which I'm really disappointed by Fat Carl. So we'll see if he does better next turn.
Yep. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
So, if you want to do the honors, see who's going first.
I need that one.
It's got to be you this time.
I hope. No! It's still you!
Okay, so I got the next turn again. Yes, we'll be back for that. Alright, so we're back at the end of turn 3. Some more stuff happened. I guess starting over here. Detective, he's just sort of gonna make his way towards the back. Things moved up here, so he threw in Carl. Or Carl was still there from his light, so this guy right here. Echo moved in, put him down with the help of O'Connell. I was out of range for a rest, so I couldn't do it. TD Cop just stayed right there. He moved up his Carl, who was behind this bin, to take over my my safe. Over here, Speedy shot and knocked out Delta, and then Speedy hid behind this building. And then his cop came up and arrested Delta, so he's out. Green Arrow, who was on top of this crate, shot Brandon, did 6 blood, killed him in 1 shot. My Bravo came out of the bin here, or sorry, the sewer, tried to shoot Green Arrow, but he acrobated it, so that was kind of lame. And what was the last thing? Loeb just sort of moved away. He took a shot at Arrow. I missed, and that's basically it. Did I miss anything, Danny?
No, pretty much covered everything.
Yeah. Oh, and Danny's O'Connell came out of the sewer here and is now on his Titan objective, so he's looking good for points. So that's it. Round 3. I guess we'll see who starts round 4. Well, it's Danny. He's got the next 3 turns because I had the first 3. So we'll be back after that. Alright, so we're back for turn 5. What happened? Turn 4. Sorry, turn 4. Don't want to pull that crap already. So, starting off, Loeb just sort of walked this way. Then Green Arrow shot him and blinded him, so he couldn't do anything really. Over here. So, my TD Cop arrested. Who you arrested? Ron?
Yeah.
Carl. Black Carl. My O'Connell rushed up and knocked out Ron over here. And my Echo, he came to this objective, hit White Carl twice, but didn't knock him out or anything, so he sort of shifted around the box to get away. Danny ran his TD Cop from over here to here. He tried to move Speedy around this building to rush this objective. Unfortunately, he didn't get enough to get past the wall, so he couldn't make the run move. So instead, he just took his basic movement to move this way and sort of have a line of shot if I decide to move my Ron around the corner here. O'Connell, he picked up a Titan dose, but he's just going to chill back here and get those sweet points. And my Detective, he just sort of moved, he ran from over on the curb there to where he is now, hoping to maybe get a shot on her, or even maybe a lucky shot onto Arrow. Other than that, I think that's everything. Right now the points are tied, 14-14, so
it's a pretty close game.
It's pretty close. Danny does have the last 2 turns, so he'll be up next first again, if that makes sense. Alright, see ya in turn 6. 5. Turn 5. Alright, so we're back for turn 5. Let's see. Green Arrow, who was up here, shot and killed Loeb, and then backclawed and moved to here. Speedy, who was back here, ran up to his objective, took using his abilities, took a shot at Carl, who was behind this or in front of this dumpster. Carl took 2 blood, and then Carl moved up to contest him on his objective. Over here, O'Connell just camped his Titan dose, getting those sweet points. Then over here, what happened? Oh yeah, O'Connell arrested Ron, who was knocked out, and then picked up his loot. Bravo tried to shoot. Who tried to shoot? Was it this guy or
Fat Carl.
Tried to shoot Fat Carl, missed. I believe that was his last shot too. And then Delta just sort of sat there and camped the objective.
Fat Carl in the seaward.
That's right, Fat Carl went in the sewer. I was wondering where he went. Then
he did it. His brother's dead, so he did his pussy and went in the seaward.
He ran away. Over here,
Titty Cup said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, so she was here. Detective took a shot on her. He got a ping off the car, and one of them went through. So she took a blood and a stun, and then he ran up just to get ready for next turn. Mine did the same. She moved around the box and took a swing at her, but she had 3 defensive dice and only had 1 in attack, so it wasn't going to happen. That's basically it. So right now the points are 22 to 17 in Dany's favor, so it's not looking too good for the corrupt cops, but I guess that's what you get when you're corrupt. So we'll be back for the last turn and the wrap up of the game. Alright, so we're back for the recap of the last turn in the game. So I guess we'll start over here. Speedy picked up some ammo, then walked away.
Shoot at Fat Carl.
Shot Fat Carl and knocked him out. Green Arrow, who was behind this car, used his big movement 4 and got some nice shit. Moved up to here. Tried to do the coup de grace on Fat Carl. Fortunately, he did not get the wounds through, so Carl's sitting there knocked out. We didn't do his recovery. Did he get up? No, he doesn't. So he stays down. But at least he couldn't get that last objective, although it doesn't matter. On this side, O'Connell stood there. Good job, bud. In the same vein, though, Bravo, who's at ammo and on top of this building.
Good job.
Just stood there, did nothing. O'Connell, he picked up that loot that Ron had and then ran over to the safe, so he's...
At least there's one cop working in that city.
Yeah, just that guy. Over here, I kind of screwed up my plan. So, my titty cop attacked his titty cop, used up all of her defense die. Didn't get anything through though, because she blocked everything. My plan was originally to rush Delta, Echo, this guy, and to use his door smasher to get to her and finish her off, and then Detective was going to arrest her. But unfortunately, the way I placed my titty cop blocked my SWAT guy from getting in, so he was basically wasted. And then I didn't have enough attack onto Detective to actually knock out her, so there was no point doing it. So we all just sort of stood around this box looking at each other. And that was basically everything. So it ended up with me having 19 points and Dany having 30 on the nose, okay? So how do you think the game went?
I think it was close up to until I killed Loeb, because with skirmish, when you kill the boss leader, it's giving you a lot of points. And
yeah, an extra 3.
Yeah, an extra 3 plus 6 for killing him, because it was close up to there. It was 14-14, and then killing him was a big thing for me. And then after that, I just saved my points from setting that guy in the sewer, and then trying to protect my team cup over there, and then over there trying to get more points. But Carl did his job.
Yep. So you just sort of camped that objective the whole time.
O'Connell that just went there with Titan and he's going nuts, man. So that's about it. It was a good game. I really liked playing. It was my first game against Cop. I really liked it. It's better than I thought, and they're really good against firearm too. So
yeah,
that was good.
See, my gang's sort of stacked with SWAT, so I'm like, yeah, most shooting doesn't affect me. Unfortunately, Dany's shooting is all arrows, and they don't count as firearms, so my bulletproof vests are sort of wasted points, and it really showed, because he shot down Delta. I guess that's it, and Brendan.
And Brendan, one shot.
Yeah, Brendan.
Near Logan also.
Yeah, so that was rough. It's not much I can do against it, though, so.
Yeah. But they're the two big killer of my list, because the rest is cop, and they don't do much other than chilling around and trying to put some lanterns or alt for my two big killer to do some damage.
Alright, so I guess that's it. If you like what you saw, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We play a bunch of games, not just Batman. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.